Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy True, back at it again with another video. I'm actually recording off of my phone at the moment. I got audio that hopefully looks like it's recording properly. So yeah, we're doing things a little different. Long, crazy story, but I'm just working with what I got. So, sneakers, picked up some sneakers. As you may or may not know, because I'm always saying, as you know, as if people assume and know. But if you don't follow me on social media, summertime, I've been trying to get into running and stuff like that. So one of the big things was shoes. I don't have any running shoes that I would classify as running shoes. I have shoes that are like lifestyle running shoes, but they're not running shoes. So I've been saying that I was going to do a poll, and in the poll, I was going to let people vote for what sneakers I should get for running. So I started doing some research. I go to Dick's Sporting Goods and they actually have a whole wall full of running shoes. When I say running, I mean running shoes. Different types of technology and just things that go into the shoe that make it light, that makes it very comfortable, that gives it like a reaction for you to bounce and just roll with it. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I had no idea that all this went into the technology of running shoes. So, I try on the shoes, take some pictures, and I'm gonna do this poll. But I just been so busy that I haven't got time to even put a poll up on social media. And just been finished traveling. Did a lot of traveling in Florida as of late. So in Florida, when I got to Orlando, they have a Nike clearance store. Amazing. So crazy. I pull up to the Nike clearance store, and they have a bunch of stores out there, right? A bunch of Nike stores. And I was like, I'll try the clearance store. Right? We don't have a clearance store. We have a Tanger outlet store, but not like a clearance store. So I pull up to the Nike clearance store, and people are walking out. Everybody's walking out with bags. I counted like 8 to 9 people walking out with bags. bags. And I'm like, ain't no way that there's stuff in there that's good enough or that much stuff where the prices are that cheap for these people to be buying like this. I'm flabbergasted. So I go in there, and first thing I notice, okay, prices are pretty good. This feels like a clearance store. These feel like clearance prices. So I'm feeling good about that. And kind of get to looking around for a while. Took a long time, and really took my time with it and just kind of combed through the store. Ended up finding some stuff. Ended up finding some good stuff that we'll probably just dive into. So before I get to the running stuff, I did out there, they have a bunch of outlets. Picked up some Reeboks. Living in Louisiana, Reeboks is a big deal. I go into all the stores. There were specific shoes that I was looking for as far as running. That was the main reason. I said, I want to see if I can find some running shoes for cheap. But the two brands that I had for running was Nike and Adidas. Of course, Reebok fan, always going to Reebok. Reebok's always cheap anyway. Walking Reebok, CD's on the show. Always keep the receipt, proof of purchase. Everything's individually wrapped. And let's see. These are just your basic Reebok Classic, but these are nylon. I love gray. I thought this was a real clean looking shoe. During the summer, I've been kind of lazy, but kind of pushing myself to, with my sneakers. I've just been throwing on a lot of low tops with just solid colors that kind of go with everything, right? I always say in the sneakers, you can do one or two things. You can get a lot of different shoes with a lot of different colors, your Jordans, your Kobe's, all that stuff. Or you can have like 5 or 6 just pair of shoes that are just solid with a nice color that you can wear with anything. So these will probably, once they get taken out the box, they probably won't go back in the box. I'll probably throw them on for just a lot of what I'm wearing, quick runs, stuff like that, runs to the store that is. So yeah, grab these for a great price. $40, $39.99. I was like, what? $39.99? All great Reeboks. I'm gonna rock these. Stay tuned. Follow me on my social media. I should have that up somewhere so you'll see how I rock them. I'm telling you. Growing up down here, we didn't do Air Force Ones and stuff. We did Reeboks, and very functional. Definitely check it out. Or definitely look at my social media to check out how I wear them so you can kind of get the feel and understanding. All right, so let's get into the running shoes. So I have the list here. So initially, Nike Vomero 18s, Nike men's Vaporfly 3s, Nike men's Alphafly 3s, and Adidas Adios Pro 4M. Those were the shoes that I was looking to get, that I was trying to have people vote on as my official running shoes. So, you know, the shoes are fairly expensive. So I was going to just take my time with it. Like I said, I'm gonna let people vote and just go from that. So luckily I waited, intuition, whatever, however you want to say it. Maybe God speaking to me, like, hold on. I go to the Nike clearance store. So I go in order of what I purchased. So immediately, when you get to the store, there's no top. I saw these. I was like, oh, we are in business. So these are the Nike Vomero 18s. This pair was originally $170. Still $170. Whenever I went into the store, I looked online, $170, and I was able to get them for just $100. And game changer. I like these. I tried these on. I liked them. I wanted them, even if they weren't selected. I wanted to get a pair. Vomero 18s, extremely comfortable. And I like the way they look on my feet. They kind of look stylish. I think I had the information. Trying to think. Okay, so if you go on Nike's website, they break down what the shoes are for. And these, they just said, very comfortable. They are made for road running. They have max cushion. They're a rocker. So basically a lot of comfort from the back to the front, and they rock better whenever you run. And they're just made for your everyday run type of shoe. So I was like, okay, definitely want a pair of these. Wear them so bad. I like that option. So I initially went in there. The Pegasus Plus was another shoe that I was looking at. And I just didn't like the way they feel. I didn't like the way they looked with the fly knit and stuff. So I bought a second pair. So I have two pair. One pair, I'll probably run in these. These have more of a color to it. I don't have as many clothes as the color. This, of course, you can always do black and white. It reminded me of the Orlando color. Just like those shoes fall. It reminded me of the Orlando Magic color. So these will probably be more that I'll just hold off and just wear. This pair definitely will be running in. Really excited. Same price, $100, right? These are $160. I think these had cost more, regular price. Vomero 18. So I got me some running shoes, some everyday running shoes. I also went to the Nike outlet store to look for Vaporfly 3s and Alphafly 3s. I was like, well, since they have a big sale, big discount. So I ended up finding one pair. I don't remember which one I ended up finding. But originally the shoe was $300 and it was knocked down to $200. So I tried to get them. Didn't have my size. So it's like, all right, cool. Those are actually meant more for marathons, half marathons, 10K, stuff like that. Nowhere near what I'm running now, but eventually one day. So I was like, well, if I can get them here for discount and I work my way up to it, then I've done a 5K a couple times a while back. So I'm trying to get back into that. I said I can probably just go on ahead and buy them now and just save them till that time comes. They didn't have my size. So I went back to the clearance store and I ended up finding these. So these are the Nike Air Zoom Rival Fly 4s. These were actually on super clearance, $50. $50. Tried them on, they have the technology, they feel good. They don't feel as good as the Vaporfly 3s or the Alphafly 3s, but you can tell it's in the same family. And doing the research, these are road racing shoes and they're meant for mile, 15K type hard running. I said, okay, that works. Yeah, mile to 15K starts me off good. So whenever the time comes for me to do like my marathon thing, I'll probably wear these. $50. I probably should have got two pair because they had another pair of different color, but I just got one. But I'm excited about my running shoes. I'm ready to get going, put them on, the comfort, and rock them. So on the way out from getting the running shoes, these Zoom Rival Fly 4s, I see these. What? So the DN SC Premium Air Max DNs. For some reason, the SC I feel like it's Safari, but I don't think Safari spelled that way or it isn't for Safari. But anyway, I see these. Great price. I only paid $80. I was like, okay, $80. Well, as usual, I look them up on StockX to see if that's the right price. Okay, we're in there. We're in there. Fit them, fairly comfortable. You know, the latest and greatest in Air Max and technology. A lot of celebrities were wearing. I remember the first time I saw them was on LeBron. They looked fresh on him. I like a more wild and out of the box color, which that is what this is. So I wanted this pair. The fact that I was able to get it for $80, not pay retail or have to go through any other entity to get them, very happy, very excited about that. So looking forward to rocking these. These obviously won't be for running. It's just a lifestyle shoe, a little throw-on shoe for the summer. So yeah, I'll definitely be rocking that. But that's it, man. That's my latest pickups. They're mainly stemmed and based from running. I went to try to find running shoes, which I found 3 pair. Although 1 pair I probably won't wear for a while. I'll probably do it as a lifestyle shoe from Aero 18s, the one that like the Orlando Magic color. These right here will probably be, like I say, more just a lifestyle. These 2, for sure, running. And then of course some Reeboks. Reeboks, 40 bucks. I think I had a plan to go to a restaurant that day where I was gonna like spend 40 bucks anyway, and I just skipped and made another choice to eat something different, and I just grabbed the shoes, right? Still got the shoes, the food I've already eaten like 10 times since then. Great choice, great selection. So looking forward to rocking them. But that's it, man. That's all I got. That's the latest sneaker pickups. 5 pair of shoes, unexpected, but for great pricing and for the purpose that they're going to be used for, a great pickup. 1 pair of what I was planning on getting was going to be overall the price of all these put together. So crazy. But that's it, man. Your boy True. That's all I got for you. Peace.